Crates. Every science fiction game needs crates, don't they?
Craft shapes. One of my favorite things to craft with. And these ones, square ones, are pretty good, and there's also circle ones and various other ones, but I predominantly deal in circle and square. This is what shall serve us for making our sweet little science fiction crates. We'll need 6 specifically for this project. They all need to be uniform in size. We'll also need some of this EVA foam sheet. Not too thick, just thick enough. Alright, so it is important that you glue these craft squares together properly. And by that I mean, if you're going to have ones that overhang or whatever, you got to make sure they're on the same side so that all the dimensions work. You'll figure it out if you do a couple wrong, but I'm just going to let you figure that out, because I had to figure it out too. And you can, because you're smart. If I can figure it out, you definitely can. So let's speed it up. We're just gonna smash through all of these, gluing the sides together. You want to make a whole bunch of these. If you do it, then you can prime them all together and paint them a whole bunch of cool colors and all of that. So we're just gonna make sure that these are as even as we can, no overlaps as best we can. But if it happens, that's all good. You can trim it off with your hobby knife, or you can just leave it. You might not notice it. I'm not too big on exact precise details and measurements and all that, so you don't need to be either, but you can if you want to be. That's all good. Take the hobby as you like it. And here is the last component, putting the roof on the house, as they say. They don't say that. Using EVA foam, we're going to make the metal banding or plating that holds these crates together. So we're just going to measure out some points using the hobby mat as a reference. Exactly 1 inch. How does that sound? Because if we keep it uniform, then we'll be able to keep making them if we need to make more. Seems wise, doesn't it? Right? Thought so myself. Now, with our 1 inch strip of EVA foam, we are going to clad the edges of our wooden craft shape box. I'm going to go ahead and mark out 4 segments of it, because we'll need 4 for each corner. 1 for each corner, which makes 4. Right? There we go. Following? Got it. Right on. Alright, gluing these babies down, we are going to apply a thick layer of super glue, because this EVA foam really drinks up super glue, so it'll work really well. So be sure to kind of line them up so that it's even on both sides of the surface here. Remember that the corner will also eat up some of that area, so just if you allow for that, nobody's going to hold a measuring stick up to this. A ruler, a measuring stick is also known as a ruler. Nobody's going to hold a ruler up and make sure this is all perfect. So you just need to account for yourself. If you have OCD and you want to make them perfect, go for it. But you don't need to. No one's going to look. It doesn't matter. And you know, that little bit of that's human. You know, that's we're all human. So a little bit of error, that margin of error, makes it beautiful. And with the last one complete, we can go on to worry about the lid of our science fiction style crate for our Skirmish games. Right here, that's where the lid's gotta go. So we're just gonna rough estimation We want a little bit of a lip to indicate that it is a lid. Gives us a nice edge, but I'm not gonna measure and make sure everything's perfect. We're just gonna do a quick estimation, guess. This is roughly how much space there is on each side, so we're just doing a quick spitball by eye. And it definitely falls into the realm of good enough, doesn't it? Exactly. Jumping ahead a little, we have our little segment of foam here. Not exactly perfect, but it kind of looks cool. So we're going to fire it on there. Just a healthy coating of super glue as before, and bond it on there real good. Make sure it's roughly in the middle, but again, a little bit off center doesn't matter. It kind of adds a little bit of charm to it. At least that's how I see it. If you don't see it like that, get your measuring tape out, because that's what you got to do. And now for some extra details, we're going to use this ballpoint pen here, and we're going to push into the EVA foam to create some rivets or some bolts, what have you. It doesn't matter, but it's a nice bit of detail, and it's only a little bit of extra effort to do that. This foam isn't the best for taking details, but it will do this. Also, shout out to Bill making stuff, because he's the one who put me on to EVA foam. And yeah, it's life-changing, you could say. Wonderful, wonderful material. Don't forget to put a few rivets on your lid piece as well. However many you feel is deserving. If you want to put more, you put more. I'm gonna go with, 6 that I use here? 8? I don't know. Count them if you'd like. And that's it. A crate. We did it. Good job. You could very easily use these in Necromunda, in Stargrave, in 5 parsecs from home, in various games that I probably aren't not aware of. But either way, they are very versatile, generic, science fiction looking bricks. If you don't like them in the crazy colors I painted them, don't paint them in that color. Totally fine. Alright, thank you so much for watching, everybody. I really appreciate you for being here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy.